Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 4th, 2024 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by more people. So, thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's listed in the description box below. I look forward to diving into any questions that you have. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see now what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. These ones right here. Okay, let me make sure you can see everything. Perfect. And we're going to be doing things in the old school Dane way, which I love that there's an old school Dane way. So here, one of you lovely viewers reminded me of the way I used to read the cards. And it's like, it's just time to go back. It really is. So let's see here. We have the Queen of Wands. Oh, that shows beautifully for us. We are represented by the wands in the in the minor arcana. So that coming through is very important. We can be very pulled by the past. We have the Six of Cups. Okay, let's just turn everything over. The Four of Swords, the Eight of Wands reversed, the Four of Swords reversed, the Six of Cups reversed, the Two of Swords. We have the Emperor, Aries energy reversed. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Hermit, which is very common for this moon. This is the new moon in Leo. So I think it's very interesting that the Hermit comes forward. We then have the Hangman reversed. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. So this is a rebirth for us, most definitely. We are questioning ourselves along the way. So do be aware of this. If you're sitting there and you're like, ooh, should I do this? Should I do that? I'm being really hard on myself. I'm over analyzing, the way this person looks at me, this way this person, I feel like people are judging me is what Spirit is saying right now. It's like step back, because we're going to be judging ourselves, and we're judging ourselves so much harsher than others are. So stepping back and stepping into ourselves and silencing ourselves in the center of our being and in the center of what we love, that is going to be so important during this time. And with the Queen of Wands, it's us stepping into our sacred feminine energy, which is amplified by the moon, just the moon herself. But the new moon is a time of going inward. So I think that's absolutely beautiful. While the Hermit comes forward, is that the new moon is a time of being like in the womb. and going into the self and seeing the self and understanding the self and setting our intentions, not just for the 15 days to come to the full moon, but for, the next 6 months. It's from the new moon in Leo to the full moon in Leo. And this is going to be a time that is highly creative for us. It is highly, dramatic for us, but it is also astoundingly nurturing and caring because we have Chariklo, which is the largest asteroid in our solar system. We have this opposing the sun and the moon. And so Chariklo, excuse me, is the wife of Chiron in mythology. And Chiron is the wounded warrior. So in your astrological chart, wherever you have Chiron, it's a wound that you were born with that you're needing to heal in order to embrace that aspect of yourself, that power of yourself. So it's a really cool thing to look at your astrological chart and see that Chiron. But Chariklo is the silent, compassionate supporter that we see in every single, religion, mythology that helps you move forward and helps you embrace who it is that you are, what it is that you want, and what it is that you love. So if we stand in that energy during this moon, we are going to be unstoppable. We are going to be so powerful. But if we question ourselves and if we're, looking and thinking, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? We are stepping into feminine energy. Feminine energy tends to question themselves a lot. It's just part of the feminine experience. Whereas, masculine energy can be more sure. Even if you're faking it, you can be more sure and you show more outward confidence than feminine energy can. And so here, and again, this isn't absolute, but here it's saying, okay, I can step into that feminine energy of questioning myself, but does a queen question herself? Or does she say, this is me, this is what I'm going after, this is what I want, and this is what I'm moving towards? And that's going to be the power that we need to embrace within ourselves, the compassionate, loving, kind energy of the sacred feminine, but also acknowledging, okay, I can question myself, I can doubt myself, I can, pick up on the emotions and the feelings of everyone and everything, but I cannot let that sway me. I can let it help me. I can let it be one of the most powerful aids that I have because I will be like this all-knowing seer during this time, but I cannot let it sway me into constantly doubting myself and constantly fearing myself. So, or fearing the way that I move forward and fearing my power. So that is going to be really just super important during this time. With the Six of Cups reverse, there is a sense of the past coming back, past doubts, past fears. And so we can have that energy of like, can I trust me? Can I move forward? And we're not going to be honoring our story. We're not going to be seeing ourselves fully during this time. And so stepping back, making sure that we're getting plenty of rest, which is something that we're going to think, oh, I don't need this, right? I don't need to rest. I don't need to calm it down, but we will. We will need to rest. We will need to calm it down. We will need to kind of go slow during this time, even though we have 18 million different things that we want to do. The sacred masculine energy that comes forward for us with the Emperor reverse. Now, this is Aries energy. March 21st to April 19th is the time frame. And with the sacred masculine energy that is reversed here, we have to be aware that this is tyrant energy. And so if we're questioning ourselves in our sacred feminine energy, we can have tyrant energy saying to us, oh, you should be doing this, oh, you should be doing that. But we can also be a tyrant to ourselves, being you shouldn't be so indecisive. You should be much more, much more forceful, much more this. So knowing that we can be in conflict with ourselves is going to be important during this moon. Knowing that we need to be creative in our being, in what we want and in what we're looking for, and knowing that we're opening up the door is going to be very powerful during this time. Things are going to seem to move rather slowly. However, we do have this beautiful ability if we let our doubts and fears kind of like we acknowledge them, we say, okay, I see you. I see that you're afraid. I see that you're overwhelmed. But if we let our doubts and fears kind of fall to the wayside and say, but I'm standing in the present right now. It is a gift to me. I am confident within myself. I've gotten this far in life. I am powerful. And we stand in that power and we start to celebrate ourselves. We're going to see ourselves moving forward in such a tremendous way. And we're going to see that this is a time of being reborn, of taking all the doubts and the fears that we've had, the negativity that has overwhelmed us at times, and saying, okay, I see you, but I'm not ruled by you. Now, let's go deeper before we go even deeper into all of this. Let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, please put a butterfly in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced at random. So hit the bell notification. And yeah, good luck to everyone. And know that the announcement will only be done on this channel. angels, and spirit guides. Here we have growth reverse. We are questioning our growth. Am I even getting to where it is that I want to be? I feel blocked. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like everybody else is moving forward in this direction. I want to be celebrating myself, or I want that highlight reel that I'm seeing for others. So being aware of this during this time is going to be important as well, that we can be very harsh on ourselves and we can be very overwhelmed, and we need to kind of step back and embrace our magic, our fire, our creativity, look at the things that make us happy instead of saying, oh, I wish I was like this person. Be like, I'm the most beautiful, wonderful Sagittarius, right? I am the most powerful, gifted me. And that will lead us forward in a way that is extraordinary. It moves us then to our chakra energy, angels, and spirit guides. It moves us then to peace. It moves us then to being crowned with beautiful peace. Because if we kind of like push out all the noise and we really start to balance ourselves, we really start to say, okay, I'm going to focus on this, and then I'll focus on that, and then I'll move forward this way. But we know that there are outside influences that are out of balance, especially emotionally. They want to see us doubting ourselves, fearing ourselves, being overwhelmed by us. They also want to see us, for some reason or another, not moving forward in the emotional connections that we want and in the power that we want in our lives. So I don't know why there's that sabotage element coming up during this time, but be aware of it. We are going to be the first ones to think it's our fault. So being aware of that too, Sagittarius, and we're going to overanalyze it, rip it apart, and then doubt ourselves. So just being aware of that is going to be important there as well. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So we have two right here. Oh, interesting. It's strength and justice, which is Leo and Libra energy. So we can find this Leo energy, this Leo moon with the Leo sun, to be very overwhelming. We can also find that things aren't as balanced, as harmonized as we would like them to be. So being aware of that, we can also have difficulty with Leo energy and with Libra energy. So being aware of that as well is going to be important. I think it's very interesting that these two cards came up, because these two cards in the tarot sometimes switch numbers, right? Sometimes this is, justice is number 8 and strength is number, 11. So it's just very interesting here that they came up, because we can think that strength is justice, and we can think that justice is strength. And now we're questioning that. We're questioning other people's rulings, other people's opinions, other people's way of looking at things. And we're saying, how do I step into my strength, which may not be, the bodybuilder, fierce strength that others have, and that our world tends to look at and say, oh, that's strong. That's, the person that can yell louder, the person that can, be more vicious. Oh, that's strength. It's like, is it? Is it, or is that just attacking? Is that just being a bully? Is that just tyranny? And that's also going to be something that we're fighting against during this time, is tyranny. And this moon is showing us our creativity, but it's showing us our power. And this moon, Leo is highly creative, highly social sign. It just is. But Leo is also a cat, And I always think it's so funny that Leos are represented by a cat, and yet they are so social and they are so creative, because a cat is like, I'm here and then I'm gone. I'm here and then I'm gone. You get to see me when I want to be seen. And there's going to be an element of that to this moon that doesn't necessarily sit that well with us, or that feels, a little bit disingenuous at times to us. So being aware of that too, Sagittarius, is going to be very important. We are going to see new opportunities coming our way, but this is also going to be a time where we start to think outside of the box, and we start to see that we're pushing down barriers. The things that we once said, oh no, that's impossible. We're like, no, I could do that. No, I can get there. Oh no, I understand that. And we start moving forward in a way that is so powerful for us and is so true to us that it's scary, and that we can stop, because we're like, oh my gosh, can I actually do this? Things will be moving slower than we think they should be. But it doesn't mean that they're not moving. It just means that, we're waiting and waiting. And we're like, oh my gosh, it's going to be slow. And then all of a sudden it speeds up. So being mindful about this is going to be super important. It moves us then to our Lunar energy, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels, oh gosh. Okay. All right. Love how everything just popped right out, Sagittarius. Oh my gosh, the moon is so chatty for you. Okay, let me just make sure that's all in frame. Pretty much so. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Okay, so what's really interesting here is that we did have the Six of Cups reversed, and the Six of Cups reversed is the past having a hold on us. And then we have, the South Lunar node, which says here, don't let your past hold you back, reversed. So our past is coming through very powerfully during this time. And it's like, well, can I be prosperous? Can I be successful? Can I move forward the way that I want to because of XYZ? And Spirit's like, why the heck not? Your past is making your story. When you read a story, when you watch a movie, if the character is absolutely perfect, they're boring. And yet we think, oh my gosh, if I was just perfect. No, it's boring. And maybe we want to be boring, but we want a bit of excitement in our life. So the trials, the tribulations that we have been through, they forge us, they create us, they break us and reform us. And that is the most extraordinary thing that can possibly be done. And so here, during this time, we are going to see that we are reflecting on ourselves, and we're seeing ourselves almost like we're seeing ourselves from when we were little to as we're growing. And it's like, wow, can you believe we've been on this journey? Can you believe we're here? And we're hungering for something, but we're afraid to hunger for it because it just has to be perfect. Throw perfect out the window. It doesn't exist. We have come through so much in this moon as we set our intentions. Again, not just for the next full moon in 15 days, but for the full moon in 6 months. When we set our intentions, write them down. Write them down on the 4th and say, this is what I want for my life. This is what I want to create, and see in 6 months, how close have you gotten? Put it into existence, put it into like, okay, this was my intention, last month, and I know I'm working for it for the next 6 months. So let me carry over this idea, and let me carry over this, and what do I still want here, and how do I want to tweak this, work that, and see yourself becoming the real you, and then showing the world the real you, because I don't have to hide anymore, and I refuse to hide anymore. Balance your spiritual and your practical. That's going to be very important as well as we embrace peace. It's like, I need to meditate. I need to calmly center myself. I need to see me. We're going to have a hard time stepping out of our comfort zone. Who doesn't? I mean, who doesn't? But luck is on our side. And this is the new moon in Sagittarius. So our energy, even though this new moon is intense for us, our energy here, it's the new moon in Sagittarius, is aligning with new moon, new beginning energy. And we have that here with new beginnings. The realization that we are astoundingly resilient is going to come to us, but it's going to hit us like a ton of bricks. It's going to be like, whoa, I didn't realize I was resilient. I didn't realize, I went through a lot. I didn't realize others would have broken. I just am always putting me down. Now it's time to stop, because you are strong and you are powerful and you are ruled by Jupiter, greatness. You are ruled by greatness himself, right? Jupiter is the Roman form of Zeus, the greatest of the gods. So here, embrace that energy. Embrace that self. I mean, even though, if you look back at the stories of Jupiter and Zeus, he's a bit of a schmuck, but such is life. So let's see here. But they all are. Oh my gosh, Greek gods are just so funny. Our subconscious spirit message is adaptation. We need to be adaptable to the way that we want to move forward to ourselves and for ourselves. Don't think that there's a set script that you have to be like, oh, I have to be like this or I have to be like that. No, you have to form and adapt and say, but this is me, and I'm constantly changing, and I'm constantly reforming, and I'm constantly moving forward for a greater power of me. It brings us then to our subconscious spirit message, which is personal power. And this is reversed. This is our solar plexus chakra. We doubt our gut at times, most definitely, and we don't see ourselves as strong. So connecting with our personal power is going to be important. It moves us then to the 9 of Cups reversed, to be mindful of. Be mindful that others won't celebrate us. Okay, we're waiting for others to say, like, really great job. We're waiting for a certain person, and this is going to be a person who is always very harsh, like always very sparing with their compliments to celebrate us. And we're like, can you just come to the table now? And they're like, no, I can't. And if we accept that for them, like, you just can't do that, can you? That's going to be really important, and that's going to be a really powerful thing. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Seven of Wands. Stand up for what you believe in, but be mindful of fighting all the time. Be mindful of a drain on your energy. Conclusions are within reach is reversed, but self-love is in the upright position. So we feel like it's going to be such a long road, and it's not. It's not going to be as long a road as you think it is, Sagittarius. So be aware of that and be prepared for that, surprise transformation to come forward. All right. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed moon. Bye.